Hey everybody, Brett Nobody here, and welcome back to Let's Play World of Warcraft. Quick thing before I explain what we're doing right here. We're killing the last threshers we need to get the thresher eyes. While I was off camera yesterday, I used the looking for group system, went into a couple dungeons, got an upgrade on every piece of equipment I have. All my gear is now upgraded. I also got a new talent point, which I put into Genesis, and I went to a class trainer. Got two new forms, travel form, which you'll see a lot of in this episode, and as you can see here, aquatic form. Aquatic form, it allows you to breathe underwater and gives you a 50% speed boost in water, which as water gives you a minus 25%, you essentially have 25% more speed while in the water. So you're 25%, you're actually 50% faster than everybody else, but it's 25% normal move speed, I think. Also leveled up my skinning some, so hopefully it could get up high. Unfortunately, it wasn't high enough to take to skin some of these mobs. Got my last thresher eye, so I was heading back to the shore. We're going to be covering actually a lot of quests in this part. About the looking for group I did, I was in Ragefire Chasm 3 times, which is odd. I really didn't think it would queue me for Ragefire. I thought it would send me to Deadmines or something, but you see what happens. Heading off to finish off a quest here. Got two very nice upgrades from the bags, that the good satchels that they get for completing the dungeon. One of them was a feral cloak, and I'm wearing it currently. I know it's feral, but it had good armor and better stats, and I didn't get any other good cloaks, so I'm wearing it. Also got a good belt for healing and magic damage. The robe I'm wearing currently drops off of one of the bosses, the Orc Warlock, I believe he is, the Orc boss in Ragefire Chasm. The cuffs, I think they drop off of the required boss. And everything else is just random greens that I got out of the place. So yes, all my gear is upgraded. The only green I don't have is on my gloves, but we'll have those eventually. Here in the Furball camp, we are required to kill 5 Pathfinders and 8 Pathfinders and 5 Windtalkers or Windwalkers. Windtalkers they are. Excuse me. Just go through killing things, and things are a lot easier to kill now, especially with these dungeon upgrades that I got. I noticed that while I was doing this. Windtalkers have a tendency to cyclone you. That is a Druid ability we will get when we're at level 70. It basically functions just like Cyclone. They tend to do it, or hit you with Cyclone and then run away when they get to a certain amount of health. Excuse me. Sitting here, manning up. And back to the killing spree. Windtalkers are by far much easier to kill than Pathfinders. Pathfinders cast Fairy Fire on you, as you can see right there. Luckily theirs is an instant cast like ours is. But you'll see ours when we get it. Finishing up the last of the killing that I have to do here. Finding that last Pathfinder. And we are done with here, going to travel form, and we are now heading to the mountain range. Oh dear God, I am very sorry for this, people. I seem to be coming down with a cold. Anyways, running past some of the Moonkin dens here. Yes, they are called Moonkins here. They vary based on place. Sometimes they're called Moonkin, sometimes they're called Owlkin, sometimes they're called Owlbeast. But right now they're called Moonkin. There are 2 variations. There are these normal ones here, not much of a threat. Then there are the blue ones, called Raging Moonkin. You're going to see them a lot up here. Run by this one. Raging Moonkin, they have a tendency to hit hard, hit fast, so you want to get them down as fast as possible. As you can see, it's taking off an average of 20 damage on me. But the joke's on him, because every time he hits me, my thorns get him. A bunch of raging Alkin love to gather around this quest objective, this crystal here. Fun fact, some believe that this crystal is actually a prequel to the Exodar crashing. And some believe it broke off the Exodar and crash landed in Kalimdor, which is why it's near the mountain range. The Alkin seem to worship it and therefore come to it. For this part, after this it pretty much goes down in how much we get done. Right now we are heading to the Mother's Den to finish off the quest Thorian's Hope, I believe it's pronounced. The cave is exactly where it shows up on the map. However, the path leading up to it is a bit of ways. As you can see, there's a cave. It is right outside of a corrupted Furbolg camp. It shouldn't be that difficult to find. The path winds up to it. And as you can see, there is the Den Mother. She is surrounded by several cubs. Know that if you pull one of her cubs, she will pull, and possibly another cub with her. The cubs can knock you down, and the mother hits very hard. She's at level 19, her cubs are at level 10. If she's by herself, it's not really that hard, but when her cubs come in and help her, that's where it gets really bad. Having multiple cubs on you, also they can spam their knockdown, and that stuns you. Good strategy is to find a way to root the mother and take out her cubs one by one. However, they have a tendency to all pull when you pull one of them from the back. And something I'm going to say right here, there is no shame in running away from a fight, especially if you know you can't win. I run away from her, start heading back, looting and skinning her young. PETA, don't be mad. And we're ready to take her down. She herself really isn't that tough. She hits relatively hard, but that's only because she's at level 19 and you're probably at 16 or 15 at this point. The best thing you can do is just root her and continue to hit her over and over again with your spells. If you're a melee class, hopefully the melee classes have a way of keeping her off of you, or can take the damage, like a warrior. Or if you're a rogue, just hit really hard, spam everything you got. You got to get her down. As you can see, not really that difficult. Heading now to the cave. Going past a couple of Furbolgs that this man was kind enough to kill to get out of our way. Make it to Cliff Spring River. Up there where that waterfall is coming down is a quest area. However, we are going to be going there in the next part. I kind of get sidetracked at this point. The map says to go downriver, and it is correct. That is for a separate quest, not the Druid quest. It tells you to head downriver, where there are two quests that you are required to gather water from a waterfall. The one is to go downriver. That is a non-Druid quest. The Druid quest, I believe, is the one to go to the cave mouth, which we're going to be going there later in the next part. But in this part, we head downriver. As you can see, I got screwed up. I thought the quest map was wrong. Never doubt the quest map. Head downriver. And these things are very picky about where you get your water, because even if you're at the top of the waterfall, oh no, you cannot get the water from there. No, you gotta jump all the way down, go into the base of the waterfall, and collect your water. Anyways, that's all we're going to do in this part. Next part, we're going to be doing some of the quests that are on this beach here. And that'll be all. Comment, rate, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Till next time, guys.